and peace, and away we go. And Munch is already freaking out, even though I've been talking to myself for the last 5 minutes. It seems like he knows when I do these puffy pot and chill episodes, and now he went up on my lap. Go figure. Munchy munch. Munchy munch. I love you too. Alright. The pure unwavering ignorance of the liberal democratic left is truly amazing. First, the fact that they create false stories right out of thin air with no proof. Then they're willing to push the known false narrative on American people to further not just the loony left, but mainstream media also, in the form of clicks and likes with clickbait and rage bait video titles. The fake news gets better traction, so it's produced and pushed more than real news. I mean, why would you push real news when fake news makes you money? Democrats want neighbors to snitch on neighbors. Then those people will be put on lists to be dealt with by the Democratic left. Kind of sort of the same thing those bad guys did in that last big war we had. Like, I think it's been 80 years ago or something like that. But yeah, very similar. Yeah, well, in that case, they tried to actually make extinct a certain group of people. The worst virtue signaling progressive left, still spreading fake news and breaking their arms, patting themselves on the back for their great news and their good deeds. All they did was push ignorance. From the Babylon Bee, man fakes his own death to escape group chat of Democrats. I don't blame you one bit, dude. Quit. Twitter woman says her... Oh, God. Twitter woman says her pussy tastes like water, but she's from Flint. Ugh. Alright, now that you're out of my lap, let's put this down. This is Puppy Pot and Chill after all. Let's take a hit. Oh shit, I meant to show you my bowl first. You can see there's still a little bit of green right here in the corner. Woman uses Gorilla Glue to set her hair. Then she goes on to try to sue the company because she used Gorilla Glue for something it's not meant for. Stupidity. And then after I wrote this, I got news that somebody else glued a cup to their face and had to go to the hospital and have it removed. And then some up-and-coming rapper, I think he's going to make the Darwin list, tried to drink Gorilla Glue. To be famous in the form of clicks. Well, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes, and they won very stupid prizes. That's all I'm going to say about that. Without cancel culture, the liberal democratic left would have to defend their views, ideas, and actions. Just think about that. If they weren't able to say, you're attacking me, and because of this, me too, and I did this, and blah, blah, blah. If they weren't able to do that, they would actually have to defend their positions. Think about that. People that practice yoga contribute to white supremacy, a magazine article put out. And more bullshit because of the new social guidelines. Where it'll soon be that you're not going to be allowed to say breastfeeding. You're going to have to call it chest feeding. And it won't be breast milk, it'll be human milk. And at the rate we're going. This is so stupid. But I don't know. I don't reach enough people to make a difference. You know, I only have 31 subs, and I think like one of my highest viewed videos has got like maybe 40 views. So I don't reach a very large audience. Which brings me to, always remember, you got to be 21 in a state where it's legal to smoke marijuana. If you're not 21 in a state where it's legal, just don't do it. Let's be smart stoners. We can do this. Also, don't listen to me. I'm a stoner. And I do have my own agenda, although my agenda is to attempt to find the truth and to give you the truth. There are other chains out there where their agenda is to make money. I'll never ask for money. I don't think I'll ever monetize my channel. That's not what I'm about. I want to try to spread truth, honesty. So, yeah. Anyway, if you think that my channel is worth a shit and what I'm saying is worthy of being passed on, by all means share. I'd love to get my message out a little bit further. And I don't do any editing. What you see is what you get. Munch, are you okay, dude? Donald Thomas Trump has been acquitted for the second time, making him the only president to be impeached twice and acquitted twice. Munch, all right, get out of there. Pelosi is mad as hell, calling Republicans that didn't vote to impeach Trump cowards, when to vote their own way instead of falling in with the rest of the fucktards would have been much easier. So actually voting what they thought they should vote took way more courage than just blindly falling in with the rest of the idiots on Capitol Hill. If she wants to call them cowards, that's fine. We can see right through her at this point. So, in the end, Democrats are just mad that they failed again to impeach Trump because, like the last time, their whole case was, I don't like your point of view, so you must be removed. Or your opinions. They didn't like his opinions either. And to be honest, it's not a lawful reason to get rid of a person. Not liking their views just means that you're a small, closed-minded individual unwilling to take on different views. That doesn't mean he did anything wrong. To those Dems that lost and calling people names, trying to remove them from virtual and literal society, they're just like the bad guys that lost in the last large war. Making lists, calling names to demonize them, trying to separate them from society. If you stop listening to them, because they're just calling everybody else what they're doing. If you actually stop listening to what they're saying, all the propaganda and rhetoric, and actually watch their actions and what they're doing, they are a lot like a certain group of bad guys in before mentioned war. All right? They're calling me the N-word. And not the one I think most people are thinking about. It's the other one from 80 years ago that if I say it now on this channel will get me censored. I want you to remember something. The politicians do not care about you at all. They care about how they can make their career go further and how they can make more money. They don't give a flying fuck about you. I watched an educational video of why humans like to get high. In the end, after all the intellectual babble, it boiled down to drugs make us feel good. And Addiction is a symptom of people who are trying to escape from reality and their problems. That and doing drugs makes you feel good. Also, it feels good. Drugs good. The Trump impeachment trial makes the Democrats look bad as they have no response to allowing the riots and violence and destruction to continue for so long and not condemning the riots. So once again, they try to impeach Trump and more shit comes out about them. AOC continues to push the lie about being in danger in the Capitol Hill protests when she never was. She wasn't even in the building that got broke into, even though we're supposed to have access to it since we pay for all that shit. And she said that Ted Cruz tried to have her killed. Two extremely obvious, blatant lies that almost everybody can easily see through and see the lies for what they are. However, she gets away with it because she is of the Democratic liberal left, where their bullshit seems to be okay, but if a person from the right tried to do that, they would be called out, dragged through the mud in the street, hit with unsurmountable amounts of backlash. It would literally end their career. AOC does it and gets away with it. This is bullshit. If anybody needs to be impeached, it's AOC. That lying cunt. Not only that, she's a traitor. She's a racist. She doesn't really like America. She wants to change it. So fuck her. She can leave. Just get the fuck out. Cancel culture would ruin somebody like that. The obvious bias is sick and disgusting. And the left gets away with it. At least for now. Eventually, this will all fall back on them too. Because they can only cancel so many people from the right. And then when everybody's canceled out from the right, then they go for the people on the left. And trust me, they will. They've already started, as a matter of fact. Many left channels have been deleted on Twitter and YouTube. I can't believe my channel is still here. But mainstream media leans only one way. Propaganda rhetoric is what is in the TV, as they tell you what to think and believe. Period. So pay attention. Question authority. And be afraid. Censorship is a real thing. Cancel culture is a real thing. No matter what they say, I can look up and see what happens. They want to deny it. It doesn't matter. They can deny it all they want. In the end, I want everybody to be careful. Try to have a good day, good night whenever you see this. Something's coming. I don't know what it is. Just, here's the deal. If you prepare for the worst and hope for the best, nothing comes out of it. If you prepare for the worst and nothing happens, then you have some backup food and water and other things. You've made preparations. If something happens, you're prepared for it. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm prepared for it. I got bottled water and a fuck ton of canned food. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am not just going to sit by as my gut tells me shit's going down. Alright. I love you fuckers, even though it's really impossible to love everybody. Let's try not to hate. Sneaking in one more hit here. Peace. I love you fuckers. Yeah, that's it. Stay high, bitches.